Hi, Cece Vanny here, just saying hi. I hope everybody's doing well. I wanted to show you Vera because I did get her cleaned out a little bit. Yay! So now keep in mind she's still rough, but let's see if I can do it like this. Look at that. Looking good, looking much better. So I'm happy. Yes, I am. It just seems like such a big obstacle, but she's going to get there. Right now I'm not living in her yet, so it's just preparing. I talked about being a minimalist. Oh my goodness. I have a lot of stuff. It's going to be hard to get rid of this. I don't know where to put it. But I guess that's the challenge of van life, is making it work and trying, your best to do it. So it'll be okay, I think. It'll be okay. So I know I talked about stealth camping in the last video, and that's one of my biggest fears. So I was wondering if anybody had any great ideas for where to park. I know there's tons of videos out there on stealth camping, and some people can really make it work good. And just those weird places like park and ride, park and go. I know I've almost done that, and I know a friend of mine who's done that, and that worked out really well. But she didn't stay long, so just if anybody has any ideas, I'd love to hear them. And so for this day, two things. Ollie is getting a trim. I will show him later, as he is before. He's getting a nice trim, and he's going to look so nice. And Vera is getting a tune-up. So I'm really excited about that. I'll show both before and after. Yeah, Vera before and after, that's right. And okay, so I wanted to talk about road rage. Road rage, you don't really hear a lot of. I don't think. I mean, I haven't heard it discussed, especially if you're a nomad and you're driving and that's what you do for a living. Well, not a living, but if that's what you do, you go from city to city to city, being a nomad. I haven't heard it talked about a lot. I drive Vera, and Vera is not, she's got a great engine on her. I've said it before, she's got a great engine, but it's not I don't drive her very fast. And I want to blame Vera because she could drive fast if I tried, but I don't like to, especially these rural areas. The roads are very narrow. I know the locals here probably, well, they do. They zoom down here. They probably know the area very well. But for me, I go very slow, which means, I go the speed limit, but just because it says 40 and you're doing 40, people behind you who live here who know the road are trying to do 50, and they get mad at you, and I let them pass me whenever I can. But believe it or not, I have a little bit of a temper. Yeah, those who know me know I have a temper. It does come out, and I'm ashamed to say that I did engage in road rage behavior a couple weeks ago with Vera, and I apologize to Vera because she almost got totaled. I almost died. No exaggeration, no dramatic effect required here. It's the truth. So I was driving down the highway, and there was this big 18-wheeler. Yeah, I know, 18-wheeler who carries the cars, and the lane was converging. And he was trying to come in, and I'm like, no, I'm here. He was, literally, I was halfway the length of his truck. So really, he should have waited. He had plenty of room, but you know what? That's justification. So I said, well, you're not coming in my head. And I just kept going faster and faster. And he decided he was the bigger truck, or she, I don't know who it was. And they were just going to keep going. And they did. To the point where I almost crashed into the side rail. And Vera went off to the side. We went off to the side, and she was rumbling. It was my fault because it doesn't matter what his intention was, whether it was to murder me or just to get in front or not. My fault, my bad for engaging in that kind of behavior. So that really scared me. So I was thinking of ways, and I was wondering if other people have this too. I know road rage is, everybody at one point may feel it or another, but I was thinking of ways to curb it when you're driving, and I'm sorry about the shakiness. Where it's hung is not good, so I'm kind of holding it to keep it steady, the phone. Anyway, and in the past I have utilized some techniques, and I wonder what you think of them. So my mom, who died in 2009, I loved her dearly, did not die of a car accident, died of cancer. She was my very best friend in the whole world. So a lot of times when I feel that road rage creeping up, maybe if number one thing is when the lane, whoever invented this is whoever invented it is an idiot when the lanes converge into one. Sometimes you don't even know they're converging. A lot of times they do have that annoying sign so you know what's coming. But I think that's the number one thing why people get upset is because it's converging and then the people behind you are trying to pass you doing 80 so that they can get ahead of you. Maybe you're one of those people. At every point, I think everybody does it. I've done it myself. So what I try and do is I try to envision the other driver as my mom. I try to envision her and try to pretend like that's who's driving that vehicle that's trying to pass me. So instead of being angry, what would I feel? I'd feel, Mom, you dork, what the hell are you doing? Fine, just go. Or one of my kids or someone that I love. It's hard. It's not easy when it's not reality. But if you can just pretend that it's someone that you love that's driving that car, you'll be less, I think, I'm less likely to be angry. Because honestly, when that moment passes, like what I did a couple of weeks ago, once that moment passes, the anger is gone after a little bit. And, what if I had been seriously injured or someone else had been seriously injured for the result of my extremely poor choice in engaging in that? It's not worth it. You don't want to get hurt. You don't want to hurt other people. So, and you may have never done it before, but just because I really thought of the consequences afterwards. Yeah, hindsight 2020, right? So I'm glad nothing bad happened. I'm glad neither one of us was hurt. So maybe other nomads or other people living in their vehicles come across it. You can try and utilize that technique. Okay, so just a thought for the day. But anyway, I am going to work. And I did want to show you the doors because I said at one point that I loved Vera for her doors. And this is what I loved about them. They open out. I love that they open out. I don't know why, I just do. Let me get down here. They open out. So, look. I love that they open out. My daughter said to me when I first got the van, don't worry, we'll fix it. We'll get a sliding door. I'm like, this is the appeal. So anyway, well, you guys have a great day. Thank you for watching and my 2 subscribers. Yay. I'm so glad somebody's interested. All right. So you guys have a great day. I'll talk to you later. Bye.